Welcome to Echoes of History, where stories of resistance and triumph come alive. Today, we bring you the story of a battle that shook an empire and inspired a continent, the Roar of Adwa. In the highlands of northern Ethiopia, where jagged peaks met the sky and ancient trails wound through valleys rich with history, a storm was rising, not of weather but of resistance, resolve, and destiny. The year was 1896. Italy, driven by its imperial ambitions, believed it could conquer Ethiopia as part of its colonial expansion in Africa. A treaty, misleading in translation, had been forced upon the Ethiopian emperor. In the Italian version, Ethiopia was made a protectorate. But the Amharic text said nothing of the sort. Emperor Menelik II saw through the deception. He refused to surrender his nation's sovereignty. Rather than yield, he prepared. Across Ethiopia, the call to defend the motherland echoed from province to province. Men and women from all corners of the empire answered. From Shoa to Gojam, from Tigray to Wollo, thousands marched, farmers, nobles, warriors, united not by tribe or religion, but by one purpose: freedom. At the heart of it stood Emperor Menelik, calm and unshaken. At his side was Empress Taytu, strong and determined, commanding her own battalion and inspiring the troops with fiery resolve. She declared that surrender was not an option, that Ethiopia must remain free or be buried beneath its own soil. On March 1st, 1896, at Adwa, the moment came. The Italian army, confident in its weapons and military training, was unprepared for what it faced. Ethiopia had outnumbered them, but more than that, it had outsmarted them. Using the terrain to their advantage and striking with precision, the Ethiopian forces shattered the Italian lines. Within hours, thousands of Italian soldiers were dead or captured. Ethiopia's victory was complete. The world was stunned. For the first time in modern history, an African army had defeated a European colonial power on the battlefield. The victory at Adwa shattered the myth of European invincibility and ignited hope across colonized nations. Ethiopia's sovereignty was affirmed, and the Italians were forced to retreat and recognize its independence. Adwa became more than a battlefield. It became a symbol of African strength, a symbol of unity, a symbol of what is possible when a people rise to defend their land, their dignity, and their future. To this day, the wind still whispers through the hills of Adwa, telling the story of a nation that refused to bow. Ethiopia was never conquered. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more voices from Africa's past and present. This is Echoes of History. Thank you for listening.